Hello and welcome to CBA's News in Summary with the latest from the entire Horn of Africa. My name is Yunis Dekow. Somaliland's opposition parties Urdn and Wadani have separately sent condolences to the victims of the terrorist attack in Mogadishu yesterday. Faisal Ali Wararka, in a statement on behalf of his party leadership and supporters, extended heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of the civilians killed in the attack. He prayed for the speedy recovery of the people injured in the attack. Meanwhile, the chairman of Wadani Party, Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdullahi Irro, said there is no bigger horror and sorrow than the massacre of the innocent student and honest workers in Mogadishu. He too condoled with the families of the victims in yesterday's attack, praying for the souls of the deceased and the health of the injured. Abdurrahman Irro called upon the people of Mogadishu to not surrender to terrorism and told them that suffering and bloodshed is not their destiny. The Turkish government has dispatched a military plane to Mogadishu to airlift seriously injured people in Saturday's deadly terrorist attack. The plane, which was also carrying medical supplies, landed at Adanad International Airport on Saturday evening. According to the Somali government officials, the plane will transport those critically injured to Turkey for treatment. The plane has also evacuated 14 critically injured people on Sunday morning. President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo and the Emergency Response Committee oversaw the airlifting of the critically injured. The Turkish embassy in Somalia said in a statement it had dispatched the plane which landed in Mogadishu on Saturday. The embassy also condemned the attack and pledged to stand with the Somali people. Separately, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan condemned the attack and affirmed his country's support for Somalia. The remains of two Turkish brothers who lost their lives have also been flown to Turkey. The two were engineers constructing a road near the Ex-Afgoye junction where the truck exploded, killing the two and dozens of others. Yesterday's truck bombing in Ex-Afgoye control killed 79 people and injured 149 others, most of them civilians. No group has claimed responsibility for the deadliest attack in the Somali capital Mogadishu this year. Saturday's deadly assault by suspected Al-Shabaab terrorists has left Somalia's international partners fuming, a move that will lead to more stringent measures in curbing terrorism in the country. United Nations has led international community including Djibouti, UAE, Turkey, AU, IGAD, EU, the US and Qatar in standing in solidarity with the Federal Republic of Somalia, terming the attack cowardly and unprecedented. Stephen Dujarric, spokesman for the Secretary General of the UN, Antonio Guterres, said the United Nations will continue to support the people and Somalia's government. Kenya, Somalia's traditional neighbor, which has also suffered Al-Shabaab attacks, termed the incident a heinous act of terror that has caused many deaths and left a trail of destruction. Monica Juma, Kenya's Foreign Affairs Minister, said Kenya remains steadfast in its solidarity with Somalia in the fight against terrorism in all its forms. The US has also linked the attack to Al-Shabaab, adding that the group remains a major threat to stability in Somalia. Too early to say for sure, but the attack bears the hallmark of Al-Shabaab, another grim reminder of the terror threats that remain, said Adam Swift, Congress Intelligence Chairman. Ismail Omar Gelle, the President of the Republic of Djibouti, expressed solidarity and compassion with the Somali people and their government. In another statement, the United Arab Emirates, through its Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, stressed that the UAE strongly condemns these criminal acts and fully rejects all forms of violence and terrorism aimed at destabilizing security and stability in the contravention of religious and human values and principles. Elsewhere, Pope Francis has prayed for the victims and families of a car bomb that killed over 90 people in Somalia. On Sunday, Pope Francis prayed for the victims of the car bomb that exploded in Mogadishu, Somalia on Saturday. In spite of the terror attack in Mogadishu, the Lower House of Parliament approved the electoral bill despite last-minute concerns from some of its stakeholders. Article 53, which allows extension of mandate under certain circumstances, is in even though opposition wanted it removed. Of the 178 members, 171 voted in favor of the draft bill, 5 rejected it while 2 abstained. This is a major win for the current President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo. The bill was prepared after a series of countrywide consultative meetings which involved engaging stakeholders on the preferred models for polls. Believed to have been edited to meet certain preference for the current administration, the law could spark another heated national debate among stakeholders. Critics believe that as passed, the law would allow President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo to extend his stay in office past December 2020 under prevailing circumstances. For the international community, passing of the electoral law by the lower house is one of the major victories in their consolidated effort to restore democracy in the country. The draft law now has to be approved by the upper house and signed by the president to become law. It will guide voting in the 2020 and 2021 polls. At the center of contention is Article 53, which has attracted wide condemnation from among opposition leaders and right groups in Somalia. Should it be impossible for polls to be held as stipulated, the article states the terms of parliament and the president shall be extended until elections are done. The Forum for National Parties FNP outfit on Friday protested the article, arguing that it will encourage non-commitment and impunity from the current administration. They have called for the removal of the article, saying they view it as a precursor to an extension by the current government under Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo. The spokesman of the only party in the Somali region of Ethiopia has criticized the law banning double nationals from holding elected office in Ethiopia. Speaking to CBA reporter in Jigjiga, Abdelkader Hassan said the law is a remnant of the oppressive legacy of the TPLF regime and should be scrapped. The spokesman of the armed front and political party said the objective of the law was to exclude educated people who had experience of good governance from power corridors of the country. Abdelkader Hassan, however, said all left candidates are willing to relinquish their second nationalities in order to run for office in the Somali region of Ethiopia. He said foreign passport will not stop them. The only left spokesman, on the other hand, called on the people of the Ogaden region of Ethiopia for unity. He promised that the people of the region, united, will acquire bigger representation in the federal government and gain a bigger slice of the national pie and more rights of the home self-rule. First elections after the 2018 reforms led by the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed is expected in Ethiopia next year in April. ONLF will contest in the elections in the Somali region of Ethiopia and attempt to wrest power from the Prosperity Party led by the Premier Abiy Ahmed. That is all we have for you in this particular news summary. Thank you for joining us. For much more details, you can get it on our website and our official social media platforms. My name is Yunis Dekow. Enjoy the rest of your viewing.